and welcome to the CHA Learning's How to Navigate Your Course video as part of the Food Service and Nutrition Management program. This short video will show you some tips and tricks on how to navigate and be more comfortable with your learning management system called Brightspace. Upon enrollment of your first course, you should have access to your course within 1 hour. You will be able to then access all of your course content and get started. If you have not watched the welcome video, we encourage you to do so, as this will have important information about your course enrollments. I will now take the time to show you on how you can navigate your student portal and access your Brightspace learning management system. Once you are logged into your student portal, you will always need to go through the Access Brightspace section in order for you to have access to all of your course content. You will not be able to do so anywhere else throughout your student portal. So you will click Access Brightspace, and it will then take you directly to a separate window, which will then be Brightspace. You will see your home page of Brightspace, and you will always be able to refer to this home page by clicking this little icon. And in here, you will see general announcements being made, particularly only to Brightspace, but these are not related to your specific course that you are enrolled in. We encourage you to review the Learner Essentials section, which include important information about APA referencing tools, Brightspace helpful resources, and also getting started in Brightspace. Below that, there is information that you can continue to view about our social media, and we encourage you and welcome you to follow us in any of these social media platforms. Underneath that, you will find My Courses, which are the courses that will be listed that you are currently enrolled in. This might look a little bit different for you, but you will definitely be enrolled in the Food Service and Nutrition Management Program Hub, as well as the Field Placement course once you've enrolled in your first course. For the purpose of this video, we'll be navigating Course 1, which will be the first course in the program unless you've been exempt from a specific course. You will go ahead and click into My Courses, and then you click on the specific course you want to navigate. You will know that you're in the correct course, as it will view so here in the title, and you make sure that you're viewing the correct content for the correct course. When you first access the course, you will see this pop-up window come up. This will give you some instructions on how to view and get started. The Learner Essentials, which is what I mentioned in the Brightspace section. If you click here, it will direct you directly to that section. And then the Getting Started page in your course. If you have reviewed this information and are no longer wanting to see it, you will click the Dismiss button. Otherwise, if you click the X button, this pop-up window will always continue to show up. Once you're in the home page of the course, you will be able to view all of the announcements as a first glance. And the most recent announcement will always be at the top, and you will be able to view all of the recent announcements here. You can scroll down and you can click Show All Announcements if you'd like to review other announcements that have been made previously. One of the announcements that you'll receive upon enrolling in your first course in the format of an email will also be that we're here to help. This will give you important information and contact information about the program coordinator, as well as who your faculty is for the program. You will be able to view their email address, and this will be the email address you will use to connect with your faculty directly. The next section is the content, and this is most likely the place you will be visiting the most. If you're starting in Course 1, you will see that there is restricted access to the content until the Learner Profile Survey has been completed. Under the Getting Started section, you will see all those instructions, and there's a link to the Learner Profile Survey here that you will be required to complete. Once you click this link, you will complete the survey, and then you'll be able to have access to the remaining content of the course. So if I click this here, you will find all the survey information. You will click Next, proceed to submit, and so on. I have allowed for it to have access myself here for the purpose of this video to automatically give you access or give myself access to the units so you can see all of the content in the video. The next thing you will review is the Contact Us. Again, this is important information where you will have contact CHA learning information, as well as who your faculty is and how you can contact them. In this section of the Meet Your Faculty, you will also be able to review the content of their biography, as well as their picture if you would like. You can use these breadcrumbs. Sorry, I'll just show you here. You can use these breadcrumbs to navigate back to the previous tabs that you were always in, or you can simply go back to the content if you prefer. The next step to review would be the course discussion forums. So there are two discussion forums that are general for the program. The welcome and introductions are the first discussion forum that we encourage you to introduce yourself in and post a brief message about yourself. And then the general discussion forum is used for any questions you may have about the course content and would like some support from other students or faculty. This is generally a place for you to post any of those course-related questions. You will also be able to subscribe into the forums as well at your own discretion, and then you'll be able to start a new thread at any time. The next section that you will need to complete is your leads in care environment framework. This will be required for you to be completed. It is not to be graded, but it is required to be completed in order for you to complete the course successfully. You will review all of the instructions of the leads guide in the workbook, and you'll be able to see the quiz at the end in the discussion forum as well, which will be required for you to complete. All courses in the FSNM program are structured the same way. This means that each course has 10 units, and each unit has one discussion forum and one quiz, as well as they will have two assignments in the entire course and one final exam. So we will start with navigating Unit 1, and this will show you where you can find the important information to review each unit. You should take approximately about 15 to 20 hours to complete each unit in the course. A reminder that you have 6 months to enroll or 6 months to complete your course from the moment of enrollment. If you click the units that you are wanting to review, you will first see general information about what the unit is about. The next resource that you will find is the learning guide. This is an important resource and will be essentially your guide throughout the entire unit. You will then be able to click into the PDF, and you will see all of the pages here available to you. You can choose to download if you'd like, print it at any time, if that is more of your convenience, or you can review this information directly online. Within the learning guide, you'll be able to find different resources that are linked. So if I go back to the Unit 1 section here, the learning resources, these are the links that will be embedded also in the learning guide as well. You can choose to review them separately here, or you can simply click the link in the learning guide unless it specifies to only be viewed in Brightspace. You will see all of the links available to you here. And once you've completed the learning guide, the next steps would be for you to complete the discussion forum. You will then be able to click on the discussion forum tab. And every discussion forum will be different for every unit. So you will have important information and instructions on what the expectations are for the discussion forum. There's a tab here that you will be able to click through, and it'll take you to a separate window that will have the discussion forum grading rubric, which will be really important for you to review before you have a chance to submit your original post. The question will be listed below here, and every question will be different, as I mentioned, in each of the discussion forums. Please take the time to review the question and make sure that you understand the question. Otherwise, it will be important for you to connect with your faculty if you have any questions or any concerns and would like some guidance before you submit your post. Once you are ready to submit your post, you will then go ahead and start a new thread. Please note that you will not be able to see any other posts until your original post has been made. Once you've made a new post, you will then be able to see all of other posts that students have made. This will give you the opportunity for you to respond to another student's post the same day of your submission, as this is part of the requirements in order for you to have full grades in the discussion forum. This is also listed here under the grade and rubric, where it will instruct you to respond to another student's post, and it has to be done within the same day of the submission of the original post. Please note that discussion forums will take 1 week to mark for your faculty, so they will receive a notification of your submission, and it will take about a week, if not sooner, for them to be able to give you feedback and grade you in your discussion forum post. The next step after the discussion forum is your unit quiz. You will then be able to click into the unit quiz, and you can complete this at any time. You will have 3 attempts to complete the quiz, and you will have 45 minutes for each attempt. Once you're ready to get started, you will go ahead and click Start Quiz, and upon completion of the quiz, you will be automatically given a grade, as this is not required to be marked by your faculty. Again, you are able to access these quizzes at any time. All of the units are structured the same way, so for the purpose of this video, I will jump to the assignments. So it's important for you to review the assignment information and making sure that you are following the assignment submission timelines. Every course will be a little bit different, but it's important for you to know when you are expected to submit your first assignment. There is no specific deadline, but there is some guidance as to what units are covered within each of the assignments. So for this course specifically, the first assignment will reflect on the contents of course 1 to 5. So we would like you to prepare and plan your submissions so that you will have an opportunity to submit your assignment number 1 at the time that you have completed your course or your unit 5. Once you've completed unit 5, you can then submit your first assignment, and we'll allow this to be a spaced out submission so that your faculty can provide you feedback and grade. You can then carry on to unit 6 to 10. And once you've completed unit 10, you will then be able to submit assignment number 2. Assignment number 2 will have the content covered from unit 6 to 10. And because you would have already submitted your assignment number 1, you will then be able to get some feedback and apply it to your assignment number 2. Once you've submitted your assignment number 2 and assignment number 1, please note that your faculty has 2 weeks to mark an assignment submission from the time of submission. So make sure that you are planning this out at your own times to ensure that you have enough time to write your final exam at the end. The final exam is the last component of the course. You will not have access to the final exam until every other assessment has been completed prior to this. So not only does it have to be submitted, but also graded, and the feedback would need to be provided to you in order for this final exam to show up. So you will see here that the final exam instructions are available to you at any time. This will give you some information about planning for your exam, academic integrity, what the required grading is for passing your exam. So you are required to have a minimum of 65% overall in the course, as well as a minimum of 65% in the final exam, and both need to be met in order for you to pass the course successfully. It will also give you some information about the exam format, and you will have 3 hours to complete the final exam. The final exam is constructed of multiple choice questions, as well as some matching and short and long answer questions as well. Only once you've received access to the final exam, you will have a final course required survey that you will need to fill out before you can access your final exam. And once you have access to the final exam, you will see here in the separate section below, there will be a final exam tab that you will be able to click, and that will be able to give you an opportunity to start your exam. Aside from this, we will encourage you to review all of the information at your own discretion to ensure that you are prepared to complete your program and your course in time. We encourage you to review the program overview page to give you some idea of what is required in the program and how many courses are there to complete. And the textbook information as well is an important resource for you to make sure that you plan ahead and order your textbooks before you can start your course and be able to reference and refer to those references made in the learning guide as well. If at any point you have any questions about navigating through your course, please do not hesitate to contact your program coordinator who will be able to support you in guiding and getting better access to your content. In addition to that, you'll be able to contact your faculty for any content-related questions that you may have. And this is a really important resource for you to be able to establish a relationship with your faculty early in advance in the course so that you can get familiarized with their expectations and can get some support and guidance on how to submit your assignments and discussion forums successfully. We hope that this was helpful in helping you navigate and become more comfortable with your course. And please do not hesitate to reach out to the program coordinator or your faculty at any point if more support is needed. We hope you enjoy your first course, and hopefully it's a great learning environment for you to navigate. And once again, do not hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Good luck.